Yeah, you're audible. Go on.
Thank you. I kindly request everyone to raise their right hand. I pledge of my hand, extend and open, to help those in need. I pledge of my heart, reach for it, and it will be touched. I pledge of my ear, to hear another's outcry, my eyes, to see the plight of others, my knowledge, to bring a man closer to his dreams. I pledge, I pledge for myself, for the betterment of my community and my country. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Abdul. Next, we have welcome song by our Leo Srikar from Leo Club of Secunderabad North, 320B. Srikar, you're on. Srikar?
It is not there, move on.
Okay, actually joined. Okay, next we have a wonderful flute performance by Leo Kiran from Leo BJ JDC Nalanda, 320B. Okay, I'm going to share my screen.
Am I audible to all?
Yes. Okay. Yeah, Kiran. Okay. So I'm going to. Okay. Yeah. That's better. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Go on. Thank you, Kiran. Thank you so much. That was a wonderful performance by you. Respected Leo multiple chairperson line Govindara sir, Council Leo license Pratyusha, Leo multiple officers, respected Leo district chairpersons, Leo club advisors, Leo district presidents. Once again, welcome you all for the Independence Day celebration, special competition. If you would be a freedom fighter, what would be your strategy to get independence? So on this day, first, let me wish you all a very happy Independence Day. A big salute to all the soldiers who sacrificed their lives for our independence. The Independence Day, let's take a pledge to protect the peace and unity of our great nation. May the flag of our nation always fly high, and may we remember the courage and sacrifices of those who made it possible. So in these happy moments, let's start our program. Now I call upon Leo Srihas from Leo Club of Yuva Sahara 320B for the first participation. Srihas?
నాది వీడియో పోయింది ఇప్పుడు వచ్చింది స్లాట్ ఇవ్వండి.
Okay, Srikar. Yeah, after this performance, I will assign a slot.
Okay.
Srihas? Okay, so we'll move on. Srikar, now you can sing your welcome song now. Okay.
Okay. Nanani nana, nanani nana, nana 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 nana. దేశం మనదే, తేజం మనదే, దేశం మనదే తేజం మనదే ఎగురుతున్న జెండా మనదే నీతి మనదే జాతి మనదే నీతి మనదే జాతి మనదే ప్రజల అండదండ మనదే అందాల బంధం ఉంది ఈ నేలలో ఆత్మీయ రాగం ఉంది ఈ గాలిలో ఏ కులమైనా ఏ మతమైనా ఏ కులమైనా ఏ మతమైనా భరత మాతకొకటే లేనా దీంత దోంతన నదిరన దీనా దీంత దోంతన నదిరన నదీనా ఎన్ని భేదాలున్నా మాకెన్ని ద్వేషాలున్నా దేశమంటే ఏకమౌతం అంతా ఈ వేళ వందే మాతరం అందామందరం వందే మాతరం ఓ అందామందరం థ్యాంక్ యూ
Thank you, Srikar. Thank you so much for this pleasant song. Okay. Next, I call upon Leo Anish Lanka from Leo Club of Samaritan Smart Soldiers 320B.
Yeah, thank you, Raviraj. Good evening, everyone. I'm Leo Lankanish of Samaritan Smart Soldiers 320B. Today, I would like to give my views on the topic. If I were a freedom fighter, what would be my strategy for independence? As a freedom fighter, I would opt for a non-violent approach, but with a slight modification that violence will only be used when necessary. Also, the following strategies or steps are based purely on my understanding of historical events which have shown effective. As for the steps, I would first of all create a sense of unity, a way to bring the country together. I would then encourage mass mobilization through rallies, speeches, and grassroots organizing. The next logical step would be to spread the news, which might allow the movement to become more widespread. After turning it into a national movement, my next target would be to identify and nurture young leaders passionate about the cause, which will prove crucial. People all over the country will need someone to guide them, and it would be best if the next generations do it. Once everything is complete, I would set up hartals and strikes. A national civil disobedience movement will also be set up. On this note, I would like to conclude my speech saying that I am obliged for this opportunity. Thank you, and I wish you all a merry evening.
Thank you so much, Anish. You're the first participant. Next, I will call Leo Srihas, Leo Club of US Sahara 320B. I think Srihas has joined. Okay. Anita, ma'am?
I didn't observe. You can go with next participant.
No, Srihas is here.
Yes, ma. Namaskar, sir.
Unnada. Yeah.
Yeah, Srihas. Go on.
Hello, everyone. Good evening and wishing all the Lion dignitaries and my dear Leos a very happy Independence Day. I am Leo Srihas from Leo Chums Service as Club First Vice President. I belong to Leo District 320B. A wonderful evening to all of you. I stand here to speak on a topic, freedom fighters. Today we are proud that we are proud citizens of free India because of various freedom fighters. Freedom fighters were those people who fight for independence of their country, and many of them sacrifice their lives. Freedom fighters were leaders who risked their lives for sake of bringing freedom to the country. If I would be a freedom fighter, I would fight the enemies and would not let any kind of harm reach our country. I would engage in fearless wars and would do anything to protect my country. If I would be a freedom fighter, I would like to become Bharat Singh, like I want to become brave, brave. Thank you.
Thank you so
Thank
much,
you so much
Srihas. Yeah, thank you so much.
for giving this opportunity to me.
Super. You did a wonderful job here. Don't panic, Srihas. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Next we have Leo Kalyani from Leo Club of Shatavana Hall Force 320G.
She's speaking. She's mic is off, I think.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. Good evening, everyone. My name is Kalyani Dasari, currently pursuing in BSc final year in All-Force Women's Degree College, Karimnagar. It is an honor and immense pleasure to give a speech on this occasion, and my heartiest greetings to all of you on our 77th Independence Day. It is a glorious and auspicious occasion for all of us, and this day holds a greatest significance as we honored the sacrifices of our forefathers who fought for our freedom. And freedom brings the responsibility. As a young citizen, we need to uphold the unity and work towards the progress. If I would be a freedom fighter, I would have been a great proudest citizen of India, and I will aware the people to know their own rights and powers in our country. I would engage in fearless wars, and I'll be there I will be there to do anything to protect my country. Being a citizen of India, I will not let the harm reach our country. As a freedom fighter, I will spread the awareness against various ills and take a peaceful walks to promote peace. I would love to contribute the inspiration and long lasting of our country. Lastly, I want to say that if I would be a freedom fighter, I want to be like a Bhagat Singh. Like him, I want to be brave and courageous. And lastly, I want to conclude that today we are here to celebrate independence. It is all because of our great leaders that we prospered into a free country and free from any kind of injustice. Freedom is never dear, not any price. It is the breath of life. What would a man not pay for living? Thank you for giving this great opportunity. Thank you, Jai Hind.
Thank you so much, Kalyani. So next we have Leo Pavan from Leo Club of Sri Chaitanya 320E. Leo Pavan from 320E. Chaitanya, if you are here, could you please check with him? Okay. So we'll move on. Next, we have Leo Chaturved from Leo Club of City College 320B.
You are in mute, Chaturved.
Okay. Thank
Super.
you.
Go on.
Good evening to all the Leos and the respected lines presented over here. First of all, a very happy independence to all of you. So myself, Leo Chaturved from the Leo Club of GDCF City College, and I feel privileged, great privilege to be taught a few speech on this occasion and on this topic. And the Indian independence movement was a series of historical events that aims to end the British rule in India. So at first we saw first Britishers what came to India around 1600, where they have started the East India Company. So where most of the Indians' wealth was drained away to Britain through various portways, seaways, and everything. And they were divided India into 555 princely states, which will be a very easy way for them to rule their policy, which is here in India. So after that, the British East India Company was ended in the year 1858. So actually, the first independence movement was started in the year 1857, which was the first war of independence, where the Mandal Pandey was the first Indian soldier to revolt against the Britishers. So after that, the main the main theme where Gandhian era was started, which was considered as the main important Indian independence movement, which is the Gandhian era from 1919 to 1947. So where we have seen many moments like civil disobedience movements, that is the Britishers were imposed taxes on the salt laws, and Gandhi was fought against it to remove the taxes and everything, and non-cooperation movement. So which where they were first asked to declare Swaraj for India, and we saw that Balagangadhar Tilak was the first person to ask for this Swaraj. So these are all the movements that contributed to the Indian independence movement, which we wrote it on August 15th, 1947. And at the same time, so the last governor, Lord Mountbatten, was the one who declared and who has given India its independence. And at the same time, our neighboring country, Pakistan, also got its independence on August 14th, and we had got it on August 15th. During the Second World War, Britishers were become weakened and they were unable to rule the India. So they had declared our independence, as we have doing it through many events as we saw. So I would like to approach the non-violence path where Gandhi follows, and we should also follow the violence path as suggested by the Subhash Chandra Bose, Azadi Ka Fauji. So when necessary. So I would like to follow the non-violence path, and I had meetings and gradually educating the people and motivating and awareing them about the things that had been doing by the Britishers and what arranged them. So thank you for this opportunity. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much, Chaturved. Next, we have Leo Mohit from Leo Club of Bhadraka 320B.
Good evening, one and all. Am I audible properly?
Yeah, you are audible, Mohit. Can you speak a little bit louder?
Yes, sir, I will.
Yeah.
Good evening, one and all, and wish you all a very happy Independence Day. My name is Mohit Tang, and I am from Leo's Club of Hyderabad, Badruka campus, 320B. India's freedom movement is not just a day or history of a month. It is a sacrificial, emotional, and one of the most historical events that has ever happened in the history of the world. Some of the great freedom fighters like Subhash Chandra Bose, Rani Lakshmibai, Chandrasekhar Azad, and Bhagat Singh sacrificed themselves for Azad Bharat, in which we are living today happily. If I were a freedom fighter, post to the period of World War II, where all the Britishers were disturbed after the war with the Nazis, where our Azad Hind Fauj, also known as the Indian National Army, had hoisted our Tiranga in Moirang in Manipur on 14th April 1944, who was also disbanded on 18th August 1945, since Subhash Chandra Bose died on that day. Britishers started capturing the army people. Most of them, including me, tried to escape from the British and got mixed with the civilians and were re-injected in the population. but the ones who could not escape were supposed to fail the trial at the Red Fort at Delhi. I would have encouraged the civilians that it is a time to get our independence. For how long were we supposed to be slaves? I would have put a step forward to share the bravery of our Azad Hind Fauj. I would also have spoken about the life of Subhash Ji, who travelled to Russia, Germany, and to Japan to get help from the who travelled to those countries to get help from them to let the India get freedom during the period of World War II. Just like me, the soldiers who escaped from the Britishers also said about the bravery of Azad Hind Fauj and about Subhash Ji. Soon in whole of India, the people who have learned about the Indian National Army and about Netaji have surely developed patriotic feeling towards their nation. We all would have formed groups and started protesting against the Britishers who were giving death penalties to the soldiers of Azad Hind Fauj at the Red Fort and demand them to release all the soldiers to leave India as soon as possible. All the Indians of whatsoever population would have come on roads and protest against the Britishers to leave India at any cost. India as a whole would have stood together. But I think you will have a doubt. That is, such type of protest has already happened several times in India. Then why this time will the Britishers leave India? The simple answer is that this time they don't have their army since they have just fought a war with the Nazis, Japan and Italy. Earlier, they used to suppress the protests with the help of their army, but this time their sides are reversed. The Indian police officers who were working under the Britishers would also develop a feeling of patriotism that the Indian National Army, who were prisoners of war, but still they are fighting for their nation. So why can't we? The officers would do something for their country instead of doing for the British Empire. Soon the officers would not respect the orders of the Britishers, and soon our Royal Indian Navy and the Indian Air Force would have also disrespected the orders from Britishers. The Britishers would definitely start fearing India just like they feared for the first time in the revolt of 1857. If the Britishers did not quit India this time, then the Britishers in India would definitely get collapsed and attacked by the people, Indian Army and Air Force and Navy, and our Bharat Samrajya will be unestablished by the Britishers. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mohit. Next, we have Leo Abdul Hazi from Leo Club of Bhadrika 320B. You're on mute, Abdul. Okay, no problem. Okay, so meanwhile, we'll go with Leo Srihesh from Leo Club of Leo Sahara 320B.
Actually, Srihas is second repeat on the name. Andalo.
No. He is Srihas. He is Srihesh. He's a brother of Srihas.
Leo. Oh, Gayatri. Well, Tamur cheptaru.
Raviraj, I think Abdul is unable to unmute himself. Please give him a prompt.
Yeah, Srihesh. Akka, namaste, Akka.
చెప్తాడా
కొంచెం భయపడుతున్నాడు అక్క మిమ్మల్ని అందరినీ
రైట్ లెట్ us not waste time చెప్తా అంటే లాస్ట్ లో చెప్పిద్దాం యా రవిరాజ్ గో అహెడ్
Okay. Pratisha was saying something.
I think Abdul is unable to unmute himself. Give him a prompt message, like just a prompt message from your end.
Okay, let me try to unmute him. Okay, we'll come back to Abdul later. Next, we have Leo Afshan Jabin from Leo Club of Samaritans Ignite District 320B.
Presiding officer and multiple president, Leo Raviraj, multiple council chair, Govindraj sir, and all the other land dignitaries and fellow Leos, happy Independence Day. As we all know, today we have gathered here to celebrate the freedom that our nation achieved through restless struggle. Let us remember the journey of independence. It is like a constellation of stories, each story representing a hero. So generally, the first thing which I would have done as a freedom fighter would be to explain what exactly the freedom is, because the misconception about freedom is going against someone. That is not freedom. Freedom is putting our point, putting our views in front is freedom. The rights which are given to us by our constitution, the freedom according to our constitution is not going against anything which is being sanctioned by the government laws or something. It is representing our views. So first, I would have definitely explained people that the main aim of our fighting for independence is not sending the Britishers out. Our aim is to get what we actually want. As we know, India is our country. So we all have to respect other countries, other nations, other people also. So my aim would not be of sending them out by fighting or something. My aim would be to make sure we are having a very good conversation or something without violence. But whereas if a situation occurs where we need to go for violence, then definitely I would have gone. And moreover, I would have not be so much into non-violence that if someone is beating on my right cheek, then I would have given my left cheek. No, not at all. If someone is beating on my right cheek, then next time he should be also ready to give his cheek for my slap. So this is how I would have done. And moreover, the exact thing what a freedom fighter or whatever the freedom fighters had did was according to the situation. So by seeing the situation, non-violence movement we need to take up, or sometimes we need to go with violence. Sometimes we can easily have conversation and we can settle the matter. So there are many ways we can go for. The main thing we need to is fight the enemies, like how we did. But the all the things should not harm our people, our country. I think we all have saw the movie called Bahubali. In that, Rana Daggubati being a winner was not declared the king. Bahubali being the second was declared the king. So even the today's movies and everything are showing how important the praja is, how important the people are. In that, he was saving the people, and at the same time he was saving his whatever the nation or that samrajya was there. He was trying to save that. At the same time, he was saving the common people. And whereas the opposite one was killing the people and also he was saving. So that is not fair. So I would have make sure that not a person who is like not bad or he is not wrong will get the punishment. I would have make sure that the person who is wrong is being rewarded, or he or she, whatever the have done would have been taken into the consideration. But whereas the public should not get anything. So I would have gone for a very quiet and a very much talkative or like a very kind of simple way, because independence by Mahatma Gandhi was a non-violence method where he has showed, or like he got the independence because of his words only. He was able to gather the people because of his speeches, because of his whatever he told was so touching that the people came along with him. At the start, he was alone. He did not use anything. He did not use a kind of artificial intelligence or something by which the people got attracted. It was only one weapon he used, and that was his tongue. So definitely I would have also used my tongue rather than using swords and other battle things, guns or everything. I would have used my tongue, because I feel tongue is the strongest weapon which can give you marks on every part of your body, and that can't be seen by anyone. If you are using knife or something, that can be healed and after a few days it will go. But the words you are using, whatever you are saying, the tongue is being used. I think that is the strongest weapon. And with this weapon, we can win, we can lose, we can get everything. So I would have definitely used non-violence. I also congratulate all the micro participants for their wonderful representations, and all other those are coming. For them also congratulations. Thank you so much for this wonderful opportunity. Over to multiple President Leo Raviraj.
Thank you so much, Afshan. Next we have Leo Lavanya from Leo Club of Hyderabad Pioneers 320A. Pratisha, could you please check? Is Lavanya here?
If she's not available on screen, please go ahead with another one.
Okay, yeah. Connection will move on. Next, we have Leo Ananya from Leo Club of Shatavana Alphos 320G.
A very good afternoon, everyone. Sorry, good evening, everyone. Happy Independence Day to all. I would like to share my experience about how I would react or what is my strategy in the freedom. See, first I want to adopt the non-violence method because killing people will not give us freedom, or killing people will not encourage anything, or what we want will not be get. So non-violence is the best method we adopt. And second thing, I will try to motivate everyone. See, like many people in India at that time were uneducated. So motivation is required. Word impact more. So speech and everything. And I would like to present some dramas and everything so that the people can connect the feelings. See, in olden days, there were no cinemas or TVs or etc. Drama is the platform where we can express our feelings and gratitude. So I would like to speak about the dramas and everything. And first and last thing, everyone should feel that unity in diversity. When we feel that we are united, we can do anything will be possible to us. And we try to motivate and encourage everyone. And we should be courageous like Jhansi Rani, and polite like Mahatma Gandhi, and courageous like Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose. If the tolerance level is over the problem, then we need to adopt a new strategy or new thing like non-violence. For that, before we need to use non-violence mostly, but if it is like more than the tolerance, we can use the violence method. And non-cooperation, like if we are not cooperating with them, they will listen to us, or they will make some strategies which are useful to us. So I would like to thank for this opportunity. Sorry, power cut problem. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ananya. If you want to speak, you can speak. Like if your power off also, it's not a problem.
And these are my strategies about the freedom. And when we get the freedom, like unity and diversity should be there, and they should feel that it's our problem, not my or others should fight for others. So I feel unity and diversity and motivation, courageous, etc. will change the people. And education people who are there, they should be actively participated in the events so that we can encourage them. Thank you. This is my speech.
Thank you so much, Ananya. Next, we have Leo Kavya from Leo Club of Women's Government Degree College, Karimnagar. Kavya?
Sir, 2 minutes.
Okay. Okay, we'll move on. We'll come back to Kavya later. Now, we have Leo Srikar from Leo Club of Secunderabad North 320B.
Good evening, everybody. First of all, I'm wishing you all the Leos a very happy 77th Independence Day. So, if I were a freedom fighter, I would fight the enemies and would not let any kind of harm reach our country. I would engage in fearless wars and would do anything to protect my country. If I would be a freedom fighter, I would like to become like Bhagat Singh. As the festive day approaches, here is a collection of inspiring Independence Day slogans, resonant quotes, and heartfelt messages to share with friends, family, and colleagues, encapsulating the timeless essence of freedom and unity. Jai Hind, Vande Mataram, unity in diversity. We are the future of India. Let's build a better tomorrow. Let's make India a superpower with unity and integrity. India is my pride. Let's make it shine bright. And now, I would like to briefly talk about the strategies used in the Indian freedom struggle. As we know, strategy is a plan of action designed to achieve a long-term or overall aim. During freedom movement, which started practically in 1857 and ended in 1947, many strategies were used by the Indians to help them through major obstacles in their lives. The best strategies used by the Indians were civil disobedience was one of the most effective strategies used during the Indian freedom struggle because hugely important actions were taken and it was a turning point in India. This strategy was used in the Salt March which Gandhi led. Boycotting was another one of the most effective strategies used during the Indian freedom struggle because it was a turning point for the Indians. The Indians boycotted the British goods. The British made a lot of money from their goods. The Indians were angry because they didn't want to pay their taxes, and if they had to spend money, it wouldn't be on British goods. With boycotting the British goods, the Indians made their own clothes with their own materials. Striking and protesting was a strategy that helped the Indians because it gave them individual strength and power. Gandhi used Satyagraha as a strategy to help the Indians. Satyagraha is a non-violent resistance action. The Satyagraha allowed Indian men and women to protest.
Time up, Shrikar.
Thank you, Jai Hind.
Thank you, Srikar. Next, we have Leo Pranavi from Leo Club of Shatavana Alpha 320G.
Good evening, everyone, all the Lion dignitaries and Leos. This is Pranavi Naini, President of Leo Club of Alpha Summons Degree College, Shatavahana. Firstly, I would like to wish you all a very happy Independence Day. We are celebrating our nation's 77th Independence Day. If I would be a freedom fighter, I would have implemented some ideals for our independence. We are all talking about how to get freedom from British, but what about freedom for every individual in our country with each other? I believe in peaceful protest, raising awareness, organizing boycotts, engaging in civil disobedience, and uniting people towards a common goal. Education and equality can be powerful tools in achieving freedom. It's important to stay united and determined in the face of challenges. I would have not encouraged caste discrimination and caste reservations. I feel like instead of keeping caste reservations, it's better to give merit list order and keep reservation 50% for girls and 50% for boys. This can give youth more interest in literacy and employability. We should feel sad that still many of our Indian women are not experiencing freedom and were bounded up by restrictions by parents and society. Due to many rape cases on women, many of our Indian women are not supposed to talk with others and travel alone. I feel that a rule should be implemented all over India that if any person rapes a girl, he should be hanged within a short period of time. This rule brings fear in such polluted minds and a great change in society. Thank you everyone for giving me this wonderful opportunity to share my thoughts. Jai Hind.
Yeah. Thank you, Pranavi. Thank you so much. There's one suggestion from our side, from a multiple. Yeah, for the time being, we request all the participants to please stick to the main topic. Next, we have Leo Venkat Sai Kirtan from Leo Club of Shriya Sahara Champ 320B.
I'm Leo Kiran, Secretary of Leo Club of Yuva Sahara Champs from District 320B. I wish you all a very happy Independence Day. If I was a fighter, non-violence is definitely not my strategy because it was not the time you fight with non-violence as it did not have a huge impact on the British, even though our schools teach the same. I have always believed that other freedom fighters like Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, Bhagat Singh, Chandrasekhar Azad, I'm sorry because I'm outside. Are you able to hear me?
No, Kirtan, your voice is breaking.
Okay, I'm just outside. So, can I just come back to you after like?
Sure, no problem. Once you're back, please ping me in the chat. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
Yeah. Next, we have Leo Sanjana from ASM Degree College, District 320F. Leo Sanjana from ASM Degree College 320F. Okay, we'll move on. Next, we have Leo Arush from Yuva Sahara Champs 320B. Anita ma'am, could you please check with Arush? He already pinged me in the.
Harish was
Okay.
here only. I
Okay,
see.
okay, yeah. He said 1 minute. Okay.
Raviraj, Meghana, T20F.
Okay, sir. Sanjana kada, sir.
Sanjana, Meghana.
Okay, okay. So after this, I will call Meghana, sir.
Hello, everyone, can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah, Arush, go ahead.
Is it okay if I speak with my video off because I'm outside?
Yeah, go ahead, Arush.
Yes. Good evening, everyone. If I, Arush, were a freedom fighter of India, my strategy to achieve freedom would be one that combines assertion and violence. Drawing inspiration from the assertive nationalists who fought against the British imperialism. Allow me to share with you the approach I would take. I have 5 views. 1. Organizing a dedicated group. I would gather like-minded individuals who share a vision of the free India and are willing to fight for it. This group would be trained in guerrilla warfare and equipped with necessary weapons to effectively challenge the British rule. 2. Targeting British officials and installations. To disrupt the British rule, we would strategically target British officials and installations by attacking police stations, government buildings, and other symbols of British power. We would send a clear message that our fight for freedom is relentless. 3. Mobilizing the masses. It is crucial to garner the support of the people in our struggle. I would employ various means such as propaganda, public speeches, and organizing protests and demonstrations to mobilize the masses. By showcasing our strength and determination, we would put immense pressure on the British authorities. 4. Forming alliances. Collaboration with other groups that share our vision would be essential. So forming
Arush, just a second. Your voice is too low, and I think it's breaking also. Could you please a little bit louder?
Yeah, sure. Forming alliances. Is it audible now?
No, still it's slow.
1 second.
Actually, తన voice లో ఉంటది and he was suffering with fever అన్నమాట.
Okay.
Now? Is it okay now?
Yeah, it's super.
Yes,
Okay.
Okay. 4. Forming alliances. Collaboration with other groups that share our vision would be essential. By forming alliances with other militant groups, political parties, and social organizations, we would strengthen our collective efforts and increase our chances of success. 5. Seeking international support. The fight for freedom should not be confined to national boundaries. I would actively seek international support for our cause, reaching out to other countries and organizations that support the struggle against imperialism would amplify our voice and put additional pressure on the British. While my approach may seem extreme, it is important to remember that throughout history, individuals like Chandrasekhar Azad and Subhash Chandra Bose have employed similar tactics to challenge oppressive regimes. Their actions were driven by a deep desire for freedom and justice. However, nonviolent methods, as exemplified by Mahatma Gandhi, have proven to be powerful tools in achieving political change. Therefore, I would emphasize the use of violence only when all peaceful means have been exhausted and when faced with extreme tyranny. In conclusion, as a freedom fighter of India, my focus would be on employing assertion by violence as my focus would be on employing assertion and violence as tactics to attain freedom by organizing dedicated groups, targeting British officials, mobilizing the masses, forming alliances, and seeking support. I would strive to challenge the British rule and assert our right to self-determination. Let us remember the sacrifices made by those who fought for our freedom and continue to work towards a just and independent India. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Arush.
1
next,
minute. 1 minute. You know? I think a couple of Leos are waiting in the waiting room. Can you admit them all?
yeah, admitted. Sir.
Right.
Okay. So next we have Leo Shivateja from Leo Club of Adarsha Apad Bandhu 320F.
Can we ask Kirtan to? I think he's outside somewhere. He can finish it off.
Okay. Yeah, Kirtan, go ahead. The stage is yours.
Thank you, ma'am. If I was a freedom fighter, non-violence is definitely not my strategy because it was not the time when you fight with non-violence, as it did not have a huge impact on the British, even though our schools teach the same. I have always believed that other freedom fighters like Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, Bhagat Singh, Chandrasekhar Azad, Khudiram Bose, and Jatin Das had worked very hard to create fear in the British that people will revolt in this way if they don't leave our country, not Gandhi or Nehru. We got freedom from the last battle of freedom where the British Empire was shook by the Indian Navy found by Azad Hind Fauj or INA, you may call it, and the British had to leave. So if I was a freedom fighter, I would definitely follow the freedom fighters like Netaji or Bhagat Singh, and I'm ready to protect my country and serve many other great leaders, even if it requires my life. Jai Hind.
Thank you so much, Kirtan. Next we have Leo Meghana from ASM Degree College 320F.
Hi, good evening, everyone. I am Meghana. For ASM Warangal Warriors, topic is freedom fighter. స్వతంత్ర సమరయోధులు అనగా మన భారతదేశం స్వతంత్రం కోసం బ్రిటిష్ వారితో పోరాడిన ఎందరో వ్యక్తులు, నాయకులు. బ్రిటిష్ వారు మన దేశాన్ని 200 సంవత్సరాలు పరిపాలించారు. వారి పరిపాలనలో మన సంపదను ఎన్నో కష్టాలు అన్ని పడి వారిని తరిమి కొట్టడానికి మన స్వతంత్ర సమరయోధులు అనగా గాంధీ, నెహ్రూ, సుభాష్ చంద్రబోస్, చంద్రశేఖర్ ఆజాద్, భగత్ సింగ్, బాల గంగాధర్ తిలక్ మొదలైన వారు ఎందరో ప్రాణాలు సైతం లెక్క చేయకుండా పోరాడి వారిని తరిమి కొట్టడానికి మన దేశాన్ని మనం పరిపాలించుకోవడానికి మనకు స్వతంత్రాన్ని తీసుకొని రావడం జరిగింది. మన స్వతంత్ర సమరయోధులు నిస్వార్థులు. అలాగే భావితరాల కోసం ఎంతో పోరాడి మన దేశానికి స్వతంత్రాన్ని తీసుకువచ్చారు. మనం ఈ స్వేచ్ఛను అనుభవించడానికి కారణం వారే. మన జెండాను ఎగరడానికి కారణం వారే, వారి త్యాగాలే. ఎంతమంది త్యాగాలో జెండా వెనుక దాగి ఉంది. అలాగే మనకు తెలియని ఎందరో మంది స్వతంత్రం కోసం పోరాడిన ప్రాణాలను సైతం లెక్క చేయని ఎంతో మంది మహాత్ముల గురించి తెలియకుండా ఉంది ఇంకా. జై హింద్. థ్యాంక్ యూ వన్ అండ్ ఆల్.
Thank you, Meghana. Thank you so much. Next we have Leo Angel Alfonsos from 320D. Okay. Okay, we'll move on. Next, we have Leo Shailaja from Leo Club of Shatavahana Alphos 320G.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Shailaja from All Four Women's Degree College. First of all, a very happy Independence to all. And this day is not just another day in the calendar. It is a symbol of India's courage and indomitable spirit. So coming to the point, so what are my strategies if I become a freedom fighter? I would choose a war or revolution, because nobody can listen about our negotiations for peace. Choosing peace is very important, but we can't get independence that quickly. So I would create an army like a leader and fight against the enemies and create an awareness about about being independent, and about the importance of independence. We know that the British ruled 89 years, like from 1858 to 1947. So it is a huge amount of period, right? So we lost so many of treasures of our country, and now we are going to other countries to see our treasure in their museums. It is not right. So I would choose a war or a revolution to get our country's peace. Like for example, in Mahabharata, like Lord Krishna and Pandavas tried for negotiation with Kauravas to get peace, but Kauravas didn't choose peace. So Lord Krishna and Pandavas did war for their kingdom. So I would choose a war or revolution to fight against enemies to get independence. Thank you for everyone for giving this opportunity to me, and a happy independence to all.
Thank you so much, Shailaja. Next, we have Leo Rahul Kumar Raj from Leo Club of BJRJDC Nalanda 320B. Rahul. Okay, we'll move on. Next, we have Leo Soumya from Leo Club of GDC Tara 320D. Okay, yeah. So we'll call Leo Pavan from Leo Club of Sri Chaitanya 320E again. So this is a final call. Leo Pavan. Okay. Leo Lavanya from Leo Club of Hyderabad Pioneers 320A. Okay. Leo Kavya from Leo Club of GDC Karimnagar 320G.
Sir, 2 minutes I can tell you, please, sir.
Okay, so do you need inka 2 minutes kavala Kavya?
Yes, sir. నేను home కి వెళ్తున్నాను. ఒక 2 minutes.
Okay, sir. ఇంకేదైనా స్పీచ్ ఉంటే స్పీచ్ కంటిన్యూ చేద్దాం, లేకపోతే this is the last. Okay.
Yeah.
Leo Angel Alfonso's 320D. Satvika, so sorry, your name was not in the list. Could you please introduce yourself, like from which club you are and...
Sir, I am ready.
Okay, Kavya, go on.
Good evening to all. I am Leo Kavya from GDC Women's Karimnagar 320G. All are the 77th Independence Day. అందరికీ 77వ స్వాతంత్ర దినోత్సవ శుభాకాంక్షలు. ఇప్పుడు నేను చెప్పబోయే టాపిక్, నేను స్వాతంత్ర సమరయోధునైతే నేను ఏం చేయగలుగుతా. నేను స్వాతంత్ర సమరయోధునైతే భారతదేశంలో గర్వదించుదగ పౌరుడిగా ఉంటాను. ఈ రోజు మనం స్వతంత్రంగా జీవిస్తున్నామంటే దానికి కారణం మన స్వతంత్ర సమరయోధులే. మళ్ళీ మనం శాంతియుతంగా బతుకుతున్నామంటే వాళ్ళ స్వాతంత్ర సమర యోధులు వాళ్ళు తమ జీవితాలను త్యాగం చేశారు. ఆసక్తి గల సామాజిక కార్యక్రమాలను అయినా నేను స్వాతంత్రంగా సమరయోధుడిగా కావడానికి ఇష్టపడతాను. నేను స్వాతంత్ర సమరయోధునైతే శత్రువులతో పోరాడడానికి మన దేశానికి ఎలాంటి హాని జరగనివ్వను. నేను యుద్ధాలు వస్తే పోరాడడానికి సిద్ధంగా ఉంటాను. నా దేశాన్ని రక్షించుకుంటాను. నేను స్వాతంత్ర సమరయోధునైతే భగత్ సింగ్ లాగా చాలా ధైర్యంగా ఉంటాను. మరియు ఇష్టంగా నా దేశాన్ని కాపాడుకుంటాను, శాంతియుతంగా ఉంచుతాను. థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్.
Thank you, Kavya. So this is a final call for the Leo Soumya from Leo Club of JDCA Tara 320D. Leo Rahul Kumar Raj, Leo Club of BJR GDC Nalanda 320B. Okay, so Satvika, if you are here, you can speak up. You can just turn on your mic and you can go ahead. Please introduce yourself first, because your name was on the list. No, Satvik, you're not audible. Could you please check your mouse, mic? Satvik, you're not audible.
I think her audio is not connected.
Okay.
Yeah, now it is visible. Ask her to unmute.
Okay, Satvika, now you can unmute yourself and speak up.
Yeah.
Not audible, Satvika.
లేదు ప్రత్యూష, వినిపించట్లేదు.
ఒకసారి నీ ఆడియో కంప్లీట్లీ డిస్కనెక్ట్ చేసి మళ్ళీ రీకనెక్ట్ చేసుకొని చూడు సాత్విక.
Okay, we'll wait for another 30 seconds.
It looks like she has got audio problem.
Yeah. Sorry, Satvika. Okay, so we'll move on. Now I request Leo multiple district Leo chairperson line Govindra sir for his observations.
Well, multiple district president Raviraj, district chairpersons, and my dear young Leos. Good, congrats Raviraj for having thought of this program today on a chosen subject, important subject. And this provokes them to think over. Because as we all know, the young adult population is on the high side. Now the future is yours. And you have to think how to protect our country, our environment, our values, our society, how to go about all these things you should. Because you are going to face the consequences if anything goes the other way. So I'm happy that you started thinking. Think in a positive way. How to, I don't say change, but in the present circumstances, we need to change our thinking process, and we have to think in terms of protecting the environment and bringing in good habits. I'm not saying the habits are wrong, but there should be some sort of discipline. when we are asking for certain rights, we must also know the responsibilities. Unless we think in that direction, we will not be able to protect ourselves. Keep that in mind. Go ahead. And another important point is, now this sort of meetings, this sort of programs will continue in future also. Keep involved yourself. Keep ask what type of programs you want. Multiple district president is ready to organize any event, whether it is a physical, if it is convenient to all the LEOs, or in this Zoom platform. Go ahead, all the best. And I must thank District LEO Chairperson 320A, Dilip Kulkarni, who has volunteered to sponsor 3 prizes, or the prizes to the winners. But Raviraj has asked me to select the best, but I am in 2 other meetings, and since it is being recorded, I'll go through and I will listen to every speakers. And there is some problem in my laptop also. It's not that audible. Since it is recorded, I'll listen to it and I will declare tomorrow or by day after tomorrow the results, and the sponsors, the prizes will be sponsored by Lion Dilip Kulkarni, District LEO Chairperson 320A. All the very best. Go ahead, Raviraj.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for your kind words and guiding us. Next, I request your District 320A Chairperson, Lion Dilip Kulkarni, sir, for his observations.
Thank you, Leo Raviraj.
Want to speak with Satvika?
Excuse me, madam.
Yeah, no, actually Satvika is going on texting in the chat box that she chance to speak.
Okay, ma'am.
So
After this,
I was
we
just
can give a chance to Satvika, no problem.
done.
Well, thank you very much for a very wonderful evening. Greetings of Independence Day, and my compliments to all the Leos who have volunteered to speak out on this subject. Very important subject indeed. Some observations, I do not know whether it was volunteered. I'm happy that most of them, they were influenced by a couple of freedom fighters. Mainly 2 freedom fighters I saw and observed that they were really influenced. One is, most of them, they were influenced by non-violence of Gandhiji, not very much convinced. But Subhash Chandra Bose, yes. It is strange that practically every speaker was influenced by Subhash Chandra Bose. Happy to note. But yes, the idea was to look out for alternative measures. What is your measure? Some of them really spoke well. One thing is, some of them, they have really spoken well, but the video is not on. So I was wondering whether they are actually reading. So that would slightly get some, that might cut down their marks. They spoke very well, subject was good, but I was wondering whether they were just reading it, because others didn't have that chance. Those who have kept their cameras open. One thing I just wanted to ask and check. Most of you were influenced by Subhash Chandra Bose. Any one of you can tell me what was the reason, Subhash Chandra Bose is even today being honored, celebrated in 2 other countries other than India. Can you name those countries? Other than India, there are 2 other countries, they hail Subhash Chandra Bose. His life is celebrated. They're really thankful. I would say more thankful than Indians. Okay, no more. So anybody is there, they can raise their hands, or we can just share the information.
Mohit, gone.
Shall I go ahead?
Sorry,
I
sir.
think it
Yeah,
is
Mohit.
Japan as well as Singapore.
Yeah. Yes, tell me.
Sir, I think the countries are Japan and Singapore.
No, actually, they admire him, but there are 2 other countries. There's a direct contribution of one more Indian politician. I'll come back to that also. But tell me, Indonesia and Russia, they still admire him a lot. Do you know what is the reason? And do you know who is the politician who served as chief minister, in fact, who was ardent follower of Netaji, and there is a direct contribution to his work. Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose's work, he has helped them. He's a politician, served as the chief minister. Any guess?
The chief minister for which country?
Chief ministers in India.
Okay.
Politician, chief minister in India. Okay, I will tell you Orissa. He is from Orissa.
Yes, anyone?
Who is the present chief minister of Orissa?
Naveen Patnaik.
Yeah, very good. And you know his father, Biju Patnaik? He is known because of his Biju Patnaik. He is, in fact, following the legacy. See, Biju Patnaik was basically a pilot, let me tell you. And there was a situation, you know, during the World War, people were held up, and there was no pilot available to them to shift the soldiers from one country to other country. Nobody wanted to risk. It was a war time. Without thinking for a second, Biju Patnaik, during the war, bombing was there, sky was not very clear. He flew from Indonesia to Russia and saved thousands of soldiers. He was a pilot by profession. And because of his contribution, you know, he's regarded so much in Orissa. He formed a political party. Then he was chief of one social trust. And there's a great public support to Biju Patnaik. That is why even today, after so many years, Biju Patnaik family enjoys such a big support. Because we were all influenced by Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, I thought I will draw the parallel. Okay, thank you very much. You know, and I'm really happy that, you know, most of them, they have volunteered to speak out. Congratulations to Raviraj. Thank you to Anita Madam for her presence and guidance here. And Bhikshapati ji also was here. Very nice to see all of you. And we can, if you all agree, we can continue to meet. In fact, I made a suggestion to Raviraj that every second Saturday, either we should meet physically or Zoom, whatever is possible to you. Even if it is a small number, sometimes we should meet physically. We have a lot of other programs on financial management. We can have if we meet physically, we can have the food festival. There are a lot of sponsors available to us. Let us have the brainstorming sessions. Thank you. Great. Thank you very much. Over to Raviraj.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. We'll definitely meet, sir. Satvika, are you here?
Yeah. Am I audible?
Yeah. You have 2 minutes. Go on.
Yeah. A very good evening to all the dignitaries and my fellow participants. I wish you all a very happy Independence Day. And I hope that the freedom today is flowing through your veins as the spirit of India today forever reigns. So as an old saying goes that if you were to cut a tree, the first thing that you would do is sharpen your axe. So if I were a freedom fighter, then I would sharpen my axe by embodying 3 main qualities. So I look up to Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel Garu a lot. And as he said, that manpower without unity is no strength. So I would first embody unity, no matter what caste, creed, any kind of economical background that they belong to. Because I believe if all of us have a collective dream or pursuit towards the same goal of freedom, then we all can achieve more than that we can ever think of. And the second foremost thing that I would strategize is that if you've ever heard, our India is always termed as young India, called as the young nation, because we are constitute of all the young people. We have a lot of people from 18 to 26 range. So in order to make this as a superpower, we all need education and awareness. So as it said, that education is like the manifestation of perfection in a man. So I would like to make awareness amongst everyone of what is injustice, what is the oppression, and what are we are going through, so that they have a clear awareness of what to fight for. And the third thing that I would like to bring into notice is that if you compare the size of Britain and India, India is like 13 times stronger, huger than Britain. Still, we were slaves. Do you wonder why? Because we had no unity and we did not strategize at all. So the strategy is the most important thing. If we strategize and create alliances with the like-minded kingdoms, people in other countries, we will create a stronger wave of force and opposition towards the British. And the third and foremost thing that I would do is to make acts of resistance. We must stop taking all of their all of their rules that do not make sense and do acts of, resistance and make rallies or any kind of resistance towards all of their acts to show that we have power and we do not want to be their slaves. So these 4 measures that I would take if I were a freedom fighter in those days in order for us to get freedom. And I would like to summarize my speech by saying that with the help of enlightenment of education and with the help of strength from unity and also with resilience and also with strategies, I would like to create freedom that will lead us to today's world. Thank you and have a great day. And I'm sorry that my mic didn't work in the start.
Okay, yeah, Satvika,
You
that's
have to be
fine.
on screen. Your marks will get cut. You have to show.
Sorry.
ఒక్కసారి కనిపించాలి. Satvika, you should come on screen once.
అప్పటి నుండి ఆన్ ఉంది మ్యామ్.
She's already on.
అవునా, నాకే కనిపించట్లేదు. ఓకే, I don't know, she's not visible for me. Right. Okay.
Yeah,
Am I visible, ma'am, right now? Am I visible? Was I not visible?
No, you're
Only
visible.
for me. No, still you are not visible for me. I don't know.
Oh, I am so sorry.
Satvik, could you repeat which club from you're from?
Oh, I am from Lion Club of Young Leaders. Actually, my mom is ZC for Kaleshwari Club of Karimnagar.
Okay.
Ragi Vandana.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Got it. Okay. Superb, Satvika.
All right. Thank you so much.
Next, I would like to request Lion Antagalin ma'am for her observations in a minute.
In a minute. Okay. Yeah, presiding officer, that is Raviraj, Leo Raviraj, and all the Leo multiple officers from the district, and our district chairperson Dilip Garu, and I found one more chairperson also, and Govindraj Garu. All the lovely Leos, very happy Independence Day. After a long time, I'm joining Zoom again. So I just enjoying being with you all. Here, though he said 1 minute, but I would like to tell one, or maybe I don't know, second minute it may go, a small story for you all guys. Are you okay to hear?
Yeah.
చెప్పమంటారా?
Please.
సరే, ఒక చిన్న పిట్ట. ఒక పిట్ట ఏం చేస్తుంటుందంటే, తెలుగు ఇస్ ఓకే కదా? యా, ఒక పిట్ట ఏం చేస్తుందంటే ఒక సముద్రం దగ్గరికి వెళ్ళి గుడ్లు పెడుతూ ఉంటుంది. సో సముద్రం ఒక పని ఏంటి, మామూలుగా అది అలలో వచ్చేసి తీసుకొని వెళ్ళిపోతుండే. సో ఇది గుడ్లు పెట్టడం, అది తీసుకెళ్ళిపోవడం, అది గుడ్లు పెట్టడం, తీసుకెళ్ళిపోవడం. ఇది చాలా ఒళ్ళు మండిపోయి ఇట్ సేస్ టూ మచ్, నేను పెట్టే గుడ్లన్నీ తీసుకెళ్ళిపోతుంది. సో నా నేను ఊరుకోను, మట్టితోని మొత్తం ఈ సముద్రాన్ని కప్పి పెట్టేస్తా అని ఆ చిన్న పిట్ట ఇట్ స్టార్ట్స్ పుట్టింగ్ మడ్ అనమాట. సముద్రంలో దాన్ని కప్పి పెట్టేస్తారు, దాన్ని పూర్తి చేయాలని చెప్పి, నా గుడ్లు ఎత్తుకపోతుంది అని అలా చేస్తుంది. అలా చేస్తుంటే వాళ్ళ హస్బెండ్ శ్రమ పడుతుంది, దాని కోపం వచ్చి నేను కూడా హెల్ప్ చేస్తా. దాని పిట్టలన్నీ వస్తుంటాయి, హెల్ప్ చేయడం మొదలెడుతుంటాయి. అది ఇలా జరుగుతుంటుంది. గరుడు అంటే యాక్చువల్గా ఏంటంటే నా ఒక్క పిట్ట జాతి ఇక్కడ అవుతుంది అని అబ్జర్వ్ చేసి తను కూడా ఇంటికి వచ్చేసి పెద్ద పెద్ద రాళ్ళు తీసి సముద్రంలో వేసి రాళ్ళకి చేస్తుంటాడు. అప్పుడు విష్ణు గరుడు తను ఏం చేస్తాడంటే, నా వాహనం ఏమైపోయింది అని చెప్పి చూసి ఇక్కడ జరుగుతుంటాడు. తను అలా కాదని కిందికి వచ్చి సముద్రాన్ని, అంటే ఏం జరిగింది తెలుసుకున్నాక సముద్రాన్ని ఏం చెప్తాడంటే, తన గుడ్లు తీసుకున్న అన్ని తిరిగి ఇవ్వంటాడు. సో తీసుకొచ్చి ఇచ్చేస్తుంది. ఈ పిట్టకి వెళ్ళి, నువ్వు ఇక్కడికే గుడ్లు పెట్టాలా, దూరం పెట్టుకోవచ్చు కదా అంటాడు. అది మాట వింటది. ఓకే, సో అది దూరం పెట్టుకుంటది. ఇక్కడ ఏం జరుగుతుందంటే, పిట్ట ఏమనుకుంటది, ఓకే గెలిచింది కదా, దాని గుడ్లు తెచ్చుకుంది కాబట్టి ఇట్ వన్ అనే ఫీలింగ్ దానికి. ఓకే, నేను గెలిచాను, నా గుడ్లు నాకు వచ్చేసాయి, నా పిల్లలు అని చెప్పి చాలా పొదుపుకుంటా అంటది. సో ఇక్కడ జరుగుతుంది ఏంటంటే, మనకి ఒకళ్ళు కరెక్ట్ గా చెప్పేవాళ్ళు ఉండి ఇది ఇలా అని చెప్పి వాళ్ళు నచ్చ చెప్పి మనని బ్యాలెన్స్ చేయగలిగితే ఎనీ ఇష్యూ క్యాన్ బి సార్టెడ్ అవుట్. ఒకటి. నెక్స్ట్, ఇక్కడ స్టోరీ ఎందుకు చెప్పానంటే, మెయిన్ లో ఉన్న ఒక ఇది ఏంటంటే, ఇఫ్ ఎనీవన్ వాంట్స్ యూ కెన్ టెల్ మీ దట్ వాట్ యు ఫౌండ్ ఫ్రమ్ ద స్టోరీ యాక్చువల్లీ, ఎనీథింగ్ hitting your mind? Why wanted to set this story? No. వెంటనే అర్థం కాకపోవచ్చు, కానీ ఇక్కడ ఏంటంటే చిన్న పిట్ట అది ఒక సంకల్పం చేసుకుంది. ఇప్పుడు కొన్ని హ్యాండ్ రైస్ చేశారు. యా సార్ చెప్పండి.
మ్యామ్ చెప్పచ్చు.
చెప్పొచ్చు.
మ్యామ్ లైక్ నాకేం అర్థమైందంటే మన కాజ్ ఎంత చిన్నదైనా కూడా మనం అది రైట్ అనుకుంటే దాని గురించి ఫైట్ చేయడంలో తప్పేం లేదు.
హలో.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, your voice is breaking.
అన్ని చెప్పేసావా?
ఎస్ మ్యామ్. మళ్ళీ చెప్పమంటారా?
నేను వినలేదు, మళ్ళీ చెప్పు.
ఎస్ మ్యామ్. నాకేమర్థమైందంటే మన కాజ్ ఎంత చిన్నదైనా కూడా, అంటే లైక్ నో మ్యాటర్ హౌ స్మాల్ ఇట్ ఈస్, మనం అది రైట్ అనుకుంటే దాని గురించి ఫైట్ చేయడంలో తప్పేం లేదు.
Perfect. Dilip sir.
See, everybody is in a fighting mood. The story has got a great moral, you know. When the history is written, your name will be in the persons who have helped them to resolve the issue, not fighting the issue. Isn't it?
Correct.
Oh, fine. Good.
సో ఇందులో అన్ని చెప్పింది కానీ, దిలీప్ సార్ చెప్పింది కానీ, ఎస్ వాళ్ళు కరెక్ట్ గా చెప్పారు. దీంట్లో ఏంటంటే మనం ఏ విషయమైనా సంకల్పం అనేది ఉంటే, see when Govinda sir has taken up this, or me as a Leo Club advisor when I joined, I came up with, I was not knowing anything, but I came up with 3 Leo clubs, 177 Leos, and always I feel proud about the Leos whom I brought in and served as a Leo Club advisor. From there, I jumped like district chairperson for Leos. So I enjoy, every moment I enjoy that. Yes, something I could do for Leos, like I could gel with them, they are with me, whatever I say they listen, right? So sankalpam అనేది చాలా గొప్పది. ఓకే, ఇంత కోపం వచ్చింది, పౌరుషం వచ్చింది. సో యూ టేక్ లైక్ హౌ వి గాట్ ఫ్రీడమ్, లైక్ మన గాంధీ నుంచి వచ్చిందా, ఎంతమంది ఫ్రీడమ్ ఫైటర్స్ ఉన్నారు, భగత్ సింగ్ వచ్చారు, సంకల్పం వల్లనే ఫ్రీడమ్ వచ్చింది. అలాగే మనం ఏది చేయాలన్నా, మీకు ఇప్పుడు లియో ఆర్గనైజేషన్ ఏదైతే ఉన్నదో, యూ జస్ట్ కాంట్ ఇమాజిన్ హౌ హ్యూజ్, హౌ బిగ్ ఆర్గనైజేషన్. మీరు సంకల్పం అంటే ఆ సంకల్పం అనేది గట్టిగా చేసుకుంటే you can create wonders. Okay, you just have to get connected to this organization and system to see a greater height. Thank you. Thank you, Raviraj, for giving this opportunity.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Okay. So next we have vote of thanks. Now I'd like to request Leo Line Council Liaison Leo Pratyusha to render the vote of thanks.
Yeah, firstly, wishing you all a very happy Independence Day once again. On this auspicious day, I feel extremely proud to have the opportunity to give a vote of thanks. And I feel very proud to be a responsible citizen, and it is our duty that we should celebrate such a glorious day. My heartfelt thanks to your multiple chairperson Line Govindra sir for his valuable insights on this glorious day, an explanation who sacrificed for freedom and future of our country. And a special thanks to all the participants of Leos, Lankanish, Srihas, Kalyani, Chaturved, Mohit, Akshan Jabin, Ananya, Srika, Pranavi, Arush, Kirtan, Meghana, Shailaja, Kavya, and last Satvika. You all are very passionate, brave, and committed towards the nation. I thank you from the bottom of my heart, sincere Leo Multiple President and his team for the dedication towards the Leo movement. And also I would like to thank Leo Abdul for rendering the Leo pledge, and Leo Srika for his beautiful welcome song, and Leo Kiran for his melodious flute performance. And I want to express my heartfelt gratitude to all the Leo district chairpersons, Line Anita Galina and Leo district Dilip Kulkarni sir, Leo Club advisors, Line Bikshapati sir, Leo district president, and my dear fellow Leos, to all the guests present today and making this evening happy. Once again, thank you for being part of the Independence Day celebrations